gravel talk back, and the kings ride ugly. Pull up at the diorama, rust on chrome. Tiny chaining fence, that's a barbed wire throne. Even Dookie in the cut, crown sitting off center patch on the vest. Say stormy weather, cold temper, not kind of map on the wall with pins. Every back road mark where the trouble begins. Cause some crew on the shelf, that's a war museum. Ever figured out then like I really lead them. Paint chip knuckles, scar on the jaw. Spike shoulder pad, brass teeth in them all. Patchwork jeans, heavy boots for the mud. If you see that smirk in the plastic, you're done. I'm the king of dreadnoughts. Riding out the frame in all county. All cold waves full of smoke and rowdy. Got some killers on the shelf, yeah, come around me. Evil Dookie run the line. Everybody bow down, they surround me. I'm the king of dreadnoughts. Whole crew posed up looking gnarly. Broken asphalt base, looking dark. Real grimy from the pigs to the decks, to the walls behind. Evil Dookie in the seat. Every knock right there, you can't find me. Got the bikes all lined, front tire turn, chains hang low like a lesson learned. Twin pipes blacked out, silver scratching through. Tiny kickstands digging the rubber and glue. Sidecar stacked with bats and blades. Headlight hit yellow like I never seen shade. License plates crooked, stick a half pill. Scars on the gas tank scarred up steel. Vehicles parked by a buster road sign. Knock County spray tag, crooked on the line. Junkyard gate made of popsicle sticks, but it looked like steel through a lens in a pick. Narco clip with the phone going white. Little plastic waves crash on the moonlight. Campfire sculpted with an orange clear flame. Every shadow say, remember the
Sunday Fun Day. What's up, everybody? Doing things a little bit different. I picked up something this week, and I'm kind of perplexed on what I want to do to it, so I figured I'd have the chat help me out with this thing. CGram's behind the scenes right now working on the little pictures that we got going on for it. But what is behind me is what I'm going to work on. Well, I'm going to start working on it, I guess you could say. We'll say who's in here already. Sackham, what's up? Appreciate you joining. White Mike, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in. So I was at my toy store, the one I go to. HK, what's up, man? Appreciate you jumping in. Bobby, it's a good thing you're here. I'm going to need your help as well. Gonzo, what's up, man? So I was at my toy store, and I ended up picking up a table. Now, it's not just a table. It's more of a centerpiece, I guess you could say. This damn thing is 4 feet by 4 feet on the bottom, 3 feet by 3 feet on the middle section, and 2 feet by 2 feet on the top section. So it's only part of it. You can see I'll move the camera once CGram jumps in here, and he can kind of take over the chat. But I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I'm kind of going a couple different routes. I thought maybe I could do it all dreadnoughts. What's up, Gojo? I thought maybe I could do it, just a terrain feature. I thought I could do it removable terrain, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards, so I can take the stuff off and put it back on if I want to change the scene up. I thought maybe I could put, extreme sets on it and then kind of do 4-way for the extreme sets on it because it is 360. But the problem is the damn extreme sets, they don't kind of transition over. So it'd be kind of like blocking each other off, and I didn't like the way it looked. Some Seagram's on here, thankfully, because I hate doing this stuff by myself. So
what up? Hey, sorry about that, man. A little delay with the slides, but I'm live in full effect, ready to wreck shit. Let's do this. I was enjoying them slides, man. We got some cool shit to look at tonight.
Yeah, I mean, AI is a wonder. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like AI. I like AI because it helps my creative thought process. If I get stuck or I don't know what direction I want to go in, I just type a couple things in. It spits out a couple ideas for me, and I roll with it. So I'm fine with AI.
Well, let me kind of go off what you just said. So I think where a lot of people have an issue with AI is where they use AI to create something, and then that thing that AI created, they try to pawn that off like that's their art. And
yes,
that's not what you do. You utilize AI to help get out of your brain what you want to do, and then you take what AI helps you come up with and actually create it with your own hands. So I think that's a lot different than what people have problems with.
Yeah, and it's funny because my wife, she got home from church today. I'm cleaning up and stuff because her mom's coming in on Tuesday, and she'll stay with us for a week or two, whatever it is. But she looks at me and she comes in from church and she's like, "Hey, how was Colin?" Like, he was good, whatever, fine. We did whatever. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Is this real?" I'm like, "What are you talking about? Is this real?" And she shows it to me. And it was a G.I. Joe classified box, and it had a little tiger in it, but it was that damn Tiger King that was on freaking Netflix a couple of years ago. I'm like,
Oh
hell
yeah.
You know? I'm like, that shit's fake. So that
Yeah.
stuff, yes, pisses me off. That's just dumb.
So Bobby was talking about I can never say that. Arshikage Temple. HK is saying Cobra Temple. So y'all just wait, man. We got a slideshow where Dookie has a bunch of ideas of what it could be, the possibilities, and some pretty impressive stuff.
Yeah. And I thought about doing, man, I got a problem. I mean, King sent me a couple extreme diorama sets. I didn't realize I had 9 of them damn things, man. I've got 9. I've got the police, the temple, the damn tomb, the warehouse, the sanctuary, the log cabin, the friggin' dojo. The Extreme sent me the wrong damn one for the abandoned mansion. So I've now got I'm not the abandoned mansion, the abandoned factory. So now I have the abandoned mansion, and they said, hold on to it. They're going to send me the abandoned mansion or the abandoned factory, and then I got a building. I got too much shit, man.
You almost got all. That sounds about like you got all the sets. You got quite a few, man. Yeah, I have some. I don't have all those. I have the temple. I have the pyramid one. I have the cop. I have the warehouse. So I got a few, man. Sack of Ham is talking about also when big companies use AI in place of humans. Unfortunately, that's a part of the future. That's coming too, man. A lot of jobs are going to get lost to AI. Unfortunately, man.
That's why I push the blue collar to people, because that is something that AI cannot do. They cannot physically put hands on wrenches. They can't physically do electrical. I mean, that's what is going to need to be happen.
What up, Turk? We got Turk in here, and got a legend. We got Woody Triple Deuce in the building. What up, yo? And then Gonzo's just commenting on how you got 9 of them. Sack of Ham used the abandoned mansion for a knock apartment. But yeah, AI, again, the way you utilize AI, man, I think the issues that people have is just where people take something and have AI create the art, and then they pawn it off as if it's their art that they created. And
yeah. Or like the fake characters, like, oh, this classified figure's coming out, and it's not. It's some bullshit.
Right. Yeah, and again, like what you said with your stepmom. Yeah, my mom, around the holidays, when we get together, there's been some shit where she's looking at her phone, and she's like, oh my God, can you believe this? And I go over and look at it, and it's like some goofy AI shit that she thinks is real.
Yeah. Yep.
We got a few people in the building.
Let's get this thing going. We'll see if we can figure this out. I think I talked to Gojo a little bit earlier today. And I think I kind of figured out what direction I want to go, but I want the chat's input because I can't think of everything. There's some great people in here. I mean, Woody's smart, Turk's smart, Bobby's smart. Everybody that's here usually has good ideas. So it's just trying to figure out if their ideas mesh with the road I want to go, and I don't even know what road I want to go with. So we're going to figure that shit out today.
But I'm glad we're doing this because I'm in a process too. I've been working on my room, my office. So I have my toy room, and then I have my office. My office was never really supposed to be like a toy room, but because of running out of space, my office has become a catch-all and overflow for my toy room, and it has gotten to the point where I can't even walk in my office right now. What up, Willie Springer?
What up,
how you doing, buddy? So today I've been going through and really getting a lot of the overflow out of here and trying to get organized. But we got a lot of shit coming in too over the next couple months, especially in October, man. We got a lot of shit dropping in October. So I'm excited to talk about this tonight because I'm interested in getting some ideas from the chats and seeing what you come up with this bookshelf to, you know, hopefully maybe get some ideas from my own toy room as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not done with the Dreadnought cabin. I mean, the clubhouse. I am not done with the cabin. I had to put the cabin up to make room in the garage, but I'm kind of shifting focus on this thing because if I shift focus on this right here, I can free up shelves in the toy room, and I can redo some of the shelves in the toy room for some of the extreme sets that I have. So it's kind of an ever evolving. I can only imagine how Woody does it. I mean, he's got, you know, essentially 2 rooms to do a whole basement, but it's a constant. It's almost like a living, breathing thing. You're never fully finished with it. It's never done. Even if the line were to end, I don't think it would be 100% done. You know, because you constantly want to change things up.
I want to comment on this comment right here from Secondhand. He said, I kind of like when people use AI to make potential classified figures. It's an exercise in imagination, and they're not trying to make money off of it. So yeah. I do like that, but I don't like when people try to create something and act like, hey, this is dropping next week, and try to like bait us into thinking it's real. But as far as an exercise and imagination, yeah, I'm all for that.
I guess the creative juice is flowing.
Bobby's saying a little bit too big, but you can almost do the G.I. Joe space station. Hey, that would be cool with the Fatal Fluffies. That's an idea too.
Yeah, but I think I'm also, the other way I'm trying to do this is I want to do it so it's not permanent. My wife's like, don't do the stuff where you can't take it apart and move it. 1, because it's going to have to get moved. And 2, if you decide you don't like it, you can change it up. So I'll show you when we start going how I started doing that in the bottom one, because I'm going to work from the bottom, work my way up. But I also want to be able to completely change stuff out as I go. You know, I don't want to pigeonhole myself into one thing.
You got a question right there, Dookie.
Willie, that was actually one of the first things I ever made for, I think I did like the Dreadnoughts on bikes when I only had a few bikes in the van. I made that wall with my son. I didn't know what I was doing, and it came out actually decent. Like I tried doing another one the other day, and I can't replicate that. So I was thinking about maybe hacking that up, and as we go, you'll see that may actually go for part of this table, but I'm not sure yet. I save everything I do. I don't toss it unless I absolutely 100% redo it all the way over.
Hey, so Woody's saying house edition time, and then Turk is talking about a 2020 shed for his toy room, and that's funny because we were just talking about that earlier. Last night after we got done with the live last night, that's what we were talking about. Savage, me, and Evil, and Evil was talking about how he wants to get a shed for his backyard for more room. So
what I would really love to do, our bedroom's upstairs, and I'm 47. I'm going to give myself another 10, maybe 15 years before I can't go up and down the stairs. Guys have jumped out of airplanes for a living. We put ourselves through friggin' hell, and we have a hard time walking. Knees go out, hips go out, back goes out, eventually over time. I'd like to put an extension on the back of the house. I'd like to really move, but she doesn't want to move. So I'd love to put an extension on, but the shed's going to go. And with the shed, I know Woody just commented it'd be hot as hell, but that shed is going to have AC and electric in it. I've already planned on that. Something like Mython's doing. I'm looking at most likely a 12 by, what I say earlier, I think 12 by 24 or something like that. And I want to have it where it's a studio for me to record in, work in, and have all the figures in.
Turk saying he had to get the shed. I got way too much junk. Some upset junk was in my toy room.
Yeah. Yeah, and Gonzo's dead on it, too. He said, we all say shed, but in reality, we need a barn. That is the damn truth.
Yeah, for real, because you said 12 by 24 last night. Well, you said 20 by 24, and then you corrected yourself and said 12 by 24. And I was thinking, nah, man, a 20 by 24 really would be an adequate space, man.
Yeah.
You want room to grow, too, because like you said, it's an evolving collection, man. The collection is constantly growing and changing. So you want to, if you're going to make an investment in that, you want to make an investment to where you can have some room to grow into it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and her uncle that um, he was when he was around. I mean, right before he passed, he had bought a brand new shed. He bought one of them little ones, at the door, like kind of like the door at a 45 degree, and then he's essentially split it in half, put power on it, and that was like his music room because he'd like to play guitar and stuff. And then the other side of that was a lawnmower. I'm not doing that. This whole thing is going to be nothing but Joe stuff. So what I need to do is probably make like a sand table essentially out in the backyard with cones and figure out how big I think this thing needs to be and measure that and then go, that's the size building I need. Because I've got a big enough backyard to do it in. It's not a problem. 20 by 24.
Was there another slideshow? Did you have one too, or just the one that I put together?
I mean, same photos I sent you. So it's just, okay. And I didn't put them in any particular order, just kind of toss them in there as I've been thinking about this for the past week.
Yeah, well, after we got off that live last night, I don't know if any of y'all watched the Night Force last night, but we were kind of talking about with all the talent in the community and everything that we all do as individuals, what we'd like to get to is to the point where we got a studio where we're like making little stop motion movies or toy photography, doing storytelling through that. And that's where this conversation got started last night after the live ended. And Dookie even came to my house about a month ago and helped me clean up my garage, where with the thought of maybe putting the studio in my garage too at some point. So,
what up, Paul?
That's where we'd like to get this to the point, whether it's a shed in your backyard or, a bigger facility. So.
Yeah. Essentially a collaboration for one or two to three people, and since the three of us are close, we could all do it and all take turns filming different shit. So it'd be kind of dope to have it.
And it'd be a dope place for you to just enjoy your collection as well.
Yeah. Yep. We can go ahead and start with the little pictures we got. Like I said, not really much of a slide thing and really impromptu. And we're not really organized tonight, so just kind of bear with us. So this is the actual table, whatever you want to call it, I got. Now, he had on, what did I say? It was Super 7 made it?
Yeah, the Thundercats.
Yeah, the Cats layer. So shout out to John from Hero Source for giving me this thing, because I didn't pay for this thing. He gave it to me. But he had a Thundercat. I cannot get that shit out. Super 7 Thundercats cat layer on this thing. So it was on the second tier, not the first tier, because the thing, I guess, is pretty big itself. So the bottom of this thing is 4x4, the middle is 3x3, and the top is 2x2. So it's got some size to it, not too heavy or not too weighty, but it was just a basic shelf display table, like you'd see in a store, like Walmart or some shit like that. They run anywhere from what I think we saw $350 to $650, depending on where you get it from.
Yep. Yeah. I'd say around 400 is a 400 was the average price.
Yeah. So his place expanded, or internally he's expanded with comics and stuff like that in a toy store. So he didn't have any room for it. He just wanted this thing out of there. He asked 3 different companies or 3 different little storefronts that were near him if they wanted it, and all of them said no, they didn't have the room for it. They didn't want it. So when I was there, he's like, dude, if you can have it. I was like, what? He's like, do you want it? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but I'll figure it out. So I was in the wife's car that day. I had to come back here, told her about it, said I got to go back to John's tomorrow. She goes, you just went today? I'm like, well, I got to go back tomorrow, pick something up. So I've been there 3 times this week, man. So I go out there and pick it up the next day and bring it home. And the whole time riding home, I'm like, man, how am I going to move this thing around in the garage? Because it's big. I mean, my workbench is 48 by 52. This thing's 4x4. And I've got a roll cart and other stuff in here. I'm like, I have to be able to at least roll this thing. So I was like, I think I have casters in the workbench. I checked my bench because I'm kind of a little bit of a pack rat when it comes to handy stuff like that. I had a few casters sitting in there. I had 4 casters, cut a piece of wood in the bottoms of it, and toss them in there. Woody's asking for the dimensions of the post. Hold on.
So
Bottom post is 11 by 11. Top post is 10 by 10. So I got the thing in here. As soon as before I even got it out the truck, I cut some wood, threw the casters on it, screwed them in, and brought it in here. And then this is where it's kind of sat, and I've kind of been sitting in here at night, kind of just thinking about it, and then kind of started on it. But like I said, I didn't want to commit till I had a solid plan of what I wanted to do with it.
Man, the possibilities are limitless, bro. You can do whatever your mind can come up with this, man. I mean, this is crazy. And that you got it for free. That you got it for free is what's even more crazier, man.
Hit up that comment Woody just said. So he said, assuming it's hollow in the middle, I would cut the sides out and you can make like an elevator shaft or some shit in multiple floor. So yes, one of the slides or the pictures you're gonna see, the thing actually, I kind of went knock style with it, thinking of a clubhouse, and I could do that. It's hollow. The pillars are hollow, but the slats, the actual shelf parts are solid all the way across. They're not hollow in between. Not a big deal. I can cut it. I mean, I've got woodworking tools. I can't read that. What did Sackham say?
So he's saying, what if the bottom layer has a city block, wrap the center pillar in simple brick printed on paper and surround it in foam sidewalks and roads made from black sandpaper? Man, that's how I did too. I mean,
I didn't think about city shit. I did not think about city stuff. Like,
all right,
that's not. Yeah.
Well, y'all wait to see what he's got, what AI came up with, man. Some of this shit's crazy. I couldn't believe what I saw when we were clicking through this shit a minute ago. You want me to go on to the next slide, or?
Yeah, hit the next one. So the thing about AI is the more you put into it, the more you describe it, the better the photo comes out, right? So what's up, Gun Bunny? So I kind of told it what I wanted. I mean, I got some bogus photos and I got some decent ones out of this. And you just got to, it's give and take with the shit, man. You can't take this thing to heart. You've got to understand that it's a damn computer trying to do what you can. But I have an idea of which direction I finally wanted to go. And I think it's going to be dope, but that's where I need some of y'all's help to try to figure this out. The first one, and these are in no particular order, so it's just however the hell we see them. You're going to have to do the chat, CGram, so I can see the photos.
I got you.
What's on the screen?
Everybody just saying what's up to Gun Bunny. That's all.
The first one is kind of how I thought about this, like a mountain kind of scene, multiple level terrain. So you can see in the bottom down here, that's the 4x4 part. Then this is the 3x3, and this is the 2x2. I want to be able to connect it, but there's no way I can structurally. I am not a miniature maker like that. I cannot structurally make a damn wraparound shit like that. Not only can I not do that, 2, it'd be permanent, and 3, that's a lot of space I'd be losing for display. I'm trying to maximize what I have.
Yeah, like that bottom shelf, you wouldn't even be able to do anything in that shit, man, because it would all be taken up. It looks cool. It looks cool, but you're sacrificing a lot of your space, like you said.
Yep. All right, hit the next one.
Same thing Woody just said. Yep.
Go through the chats as we get them, and then just go. You can hit the next picture.
Okay. Can orientation? I can orient. He's saying he can picture Alpine scaling that.
So that's where that cliff came in, because I had that out in my shed. That's exactly where that came in at. I knew I had it out in the shed. And I was like, you know what? I can use this cliff part, and you're going to see how I want to incorporate the cliff. Because I think we got rock soldiers coming in or something like that, rock vipers, eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yep.
So this part here, I said, okay, let's make it for the dreadnoughts. Bobby said you should be able to make a lot of with the magnets on the phone, so you can make it removable when you want to reuse the table for something else. Yeah. So this one here, I said, okay, let's see what it comes up for the dreadnoughts. It's kind of dope. I mean, it's, again, you're going to lose a lot of space. You're only using like half of it. But I've already got the clubhouse. So to me, this would be a waste. It's essentially the same thing I'm doing, with the clubhouse is what this would be. So I like the idea, but this gave me the idea of the top part, like I think Willie just said it about the helipad. I can use the top for a helipad for either the Rattler because it does have vertical lift. I can use it for the Dragonfly. I can use it for the flight bubbles or the trouble bubbles. I can use it for the claws. I mean, whatever the hell else is out there is flying. Almost everything's vertical. Woody said maybe you can do Destro's workshop, kind of like the R&D floor from the Bale Batman movies. So I thought about that, but if you guys remember what Crow did something for Destro using a dollhouse kind of thing. I had the same dollhouse. I just haven't gotten to it. And I was going to do Mars Industries out of that building.
Bobby saying if you're going to do something with Dreadnoks and then make it look like an old refinery and then they're taking over Mad Max style. I actually have some stuff from MM.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's MMM Toys, and they sell these dioramas on Big Bad Toys. And I have a couple dioramas that it's an oil refinery, and then I have another one that kind of goes with it where it's like the storage containers, but they have fencing and soft goods to where it looks like a fort, and it looks like Mad Max, like dystopian.
Yeah. This picture here reminds me of Waterworld, it's just like, because it's completely surrounded.
Right.
You only see part of it in it. I've got two of them, so I'm good with it. And my son loves that damn thing.
Him, if you haven't seen it, man, go back to like December and January, and Evil actually took a dollhouse and made it into a G.I. Joe headquarters called the Hawk's Nest.
Yeah, and that came out stupid dope, and I wish I could have kept it up, but I'll have it eventually. Woody said this looks dope and maximizes the space. Yes and no, because the way I see this is it's wrapped. I mean, now you could do it where it's only wrapped on one, two sides, and the back and the front are opened up. But I want this thing for 360. I want to be able to completely go around this thing as much as possible.
Yeah. So when we were looking up trying to figure out how much this shelving was, what it cost if he was to buy it, we found some shelves that were similar to this, whereas the one Woody has, the pillar goes up through the middle and the shelves are kind of built around the pillar. We found a similar shelving unit where the pillar is at the back and the shelves are out stacked in front of it. I think this scene right here would work better with that style shelf, Dookie.
Yeah, it would.
To a 360.
Yes, it would. Hit the next one. So I saw this photo and this clicked in my head, right?
This is dope. I like this.
Those of you that have seen my room tour, I have a swamp in that thing. This cardboard is the exact size of my shelves. So whenever I do a scene for those shelves, I use this cardboard as my template. So I don't go over that with the foam board because I usually put it on wood, a real thin piece of plywood, and then I put it on foam. So if I ever want to change the shelf out, I can pull the whole thing out and the scene comes with it. And I can reuse it, and I'm not ruining that shelf that's in there. So when I saw that swamp thing, I automatically thought the pillow was in the back. I didn't realize it was right in the middle. Yeah, this one's in the dead center, Woody. But when I saw that swamp thing, I was like, you know what? That's a damn good idea. I want to do terrain on the bottom, and then I can build my way up. And again, the Dreadnought building's cool, but I already have the clubhouse. I already have the log cabin. And eventually, when I have all this stuff together, I'm trying to think of this long term for when I do get in the shed, what do I not have to redo? Bobby said I need to send you images of a little lab table that would be a great scissor lift for lowering and raising cars. Yeah, please do. So when I saw that swamp part, I remembered I had that, the shelf upstairs. And I checked this. Now this thing here, that shelf is, I'll measure it, 30 by 14. Look how that thing. That's one shelf.
Yeah, it's almost perfect,
That whole
man.
swamp thing. I could take that whole swamp thing and put it right there and build around that. At the treehouse. I kind of thought about that the way it was because there's a couple other photos, but you guys will see what I'm getting towards.
What
What's
up,
up, Big
Benji?
Ben? All right, hit the
Dude,
next one.
well, so far out of all the ones that we've looked at, Dookie, I like this one the best, man. I think this is pretty cool. I like the idea of the bottom floor like being a swamp, and then kind of like Turk said, like a tree fort going up.
Yes, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Now, this here was one of the first ones I did.
Oh wait, hold on. HK's got a good comment right here. So that the clouds that you did recently, incorporating the top shelf with your rattler and the cloud light that you had.
Yeah, I could, and that's why I don't want anything to be permanent. That's why we'll get to that. Just remember what HK said, and I'll get to that because there was something else I wanted to show. So this right
Okay.
here, I wanted to put a road in it somehow because when I first saw this, the first thing I thought of was I don't have a damn spot for the snowcat anywhere other than a shelf in the closet in the box. The shelves I have, I don't think are going to be big enough to do a little display with them unless I tear some of the stuff out. So I want the snowcat to be able to be on this thing somehow. Even if it's not in snow, I can fix that. I can make Greenland snow eventually. But I wanted to do the road. So I don't know which one's going to come up next. Just hit the next one. So that's the bottom one. Okay. Then AI kind of took me for a loop. This would be like
if there's a particular one, we can go to it and come back to this. Is there one you're looking for?
Yeah, go over. Just keep going. Right here. So this is kind of what I was imagining. I wanted it to be swamp and woods on the bottom, middle kind of like rocky, top kind of well, you can't see it where my hand is right here. The top would be like a mountaintop. So essentially going up in elevation and going up with terrain. So of course, water on the bottom, because I'm not big into the divers, but the swamp, I would want the swamp. I have more versatility with a swamp than I do with the water stuff. And then going up here to like a rock formation or some stuff, like a mountaintop with snow and stuff on it, right?
Right.
So I could do a little bridge across that second one. That wouldn't be bad. I want to have rock and stuff. And yes, I'd like to have ice or whatever for the snowcat, but go to the next. Then I started thinking, well, how am I going to get the snowcat? If I want to put it in the second tier, how the hell is it going to get there? I don't want to just be able to be like, it just poof, it was there. You know what I'm saying? So then I thought about, I'll put a road on the side of it. So if I put the swamp right here and I can put a road on the other side, I can have it going up from one side of the shelf up to essentially looking dead on it. What's up, Steve-O? You look at this right here. I don't know if you can see this line. Probably not. But there's a line. So going from here, gradually working my way up, I'll build a road on the side of this thing. On the outside.
Okay.
So it'll be a ramp so I can at least fit a vamp or something on it. Something smaller. A snowcat's not going to fit on it. I'm not going to leave a his tank hanging out on it, but something smaller. But the second level would be like that tan one where I have it more rocky formation. And the top would be Arctic style.
HK's got a comment for you.
Said, damn, Arctic with forest, maybe a lake bottom, and sky would be dope if I could. Yeah, the sky would be essentially I could put something on top of that, up here. So the bottom has the road. Now, that's only going to be from level 3 to level 2. So from the bottom one to the middle one, I just want one little road for the vehicles to get up. The third level to the second level, from the top to the middle, is where that comes in. I'll make a rock wall so it just goes straight down to the second level. So it's like that on one side only.
Right.
And then hollow on the backside, so it's like a cave almost. So you'll have figures rappelling up or down on it, but then they'll also be in the inside. If that makes sense. That's kind of where I was going with this.
I really like this one, man. I like this one. I like this one better than this one, but try to figure out a way to incorporate a road into it.
Yes, and I can do that, but the only problem is how do I incorporate the swamp with ice at the same time? Usually that's not going to be the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I could just say, screw it, it's my headcanon and my shelf, I'll just do it that way, but I'm trying to also make it look realistic. So if I were to pan around this thing for a video, a continuous video all the way around and up, it would make sense, I guess, is what I'm going for. And the other thing I can do on the top, up here, I've got 6 of the porta potties, 6 Joe and 6 Cobra. So I can make that like a defense position up top, and theoretically there's a headquarters up there that the other is trying to assault up to as I set the scenes up.
That'd be dope. I like this one right here, but again, this would be more for like if the pillar was in the back as opposed to the middle. But this is crazy right here. I really like this. I love how this is like well, like Woody said, you could still do something like this and the pillar in the middle be like an elevator shaft or a cargo shaft.
I could. Yep.
And then you could still do a 360 around it. But yeah, I love the whole idea of like you're going down into a bunker type thing.
And I don't want to do it Joe-wise because I've already done the Hawk's Nest is going to be back to me being mine anyhow whenever my kid doesn't use it anymore.
Bobby's saying, what about the bottom being an ocean scene, middle being a beach, and top the mountain?
How big is that the snowcat?
Wait, that motherfucker is going to be huge, and we should be finding out because they're going to be doing a video. The video's coming out this week, I think, of the unboxing, and then it should be getting mailed out that first week in September or second week.
Gonzo, I thought about doing that. He said put some hinges on the side and have flaps and table leaves fold out if you need more room. I thought about doing that. You can ask CGram that because I wanted to do that for the clubhouse. The problem is I ain't got the room. Because the more I build out, it's going to suck, you know. A fold-out road wouldn't be a bad idea. And like you said, this stuff here is all internal, and it's going to be in the garage. I don't want to have a million pieces laying around the garage either, you know, because I'm going to probably bump into this damn thing. It's just inevitable. I don't pay attention sometimes. And I'd rather it not have knock 100 different computer screens off and the things go flying until I get it upstairs. But it was a dope concept. Even the backside of this, like, with all the damn industrial part of it, I mean, it was really clean looking. I really like this.
Yeah, I guess the way you got to go is number one. You know, when you're thinking this out, number one, you already got a dreadnought diorama that you've already put a lot of time into and you've already built. So
yeah,
you already got that. You've already done something like a Hawk's Nest. So I really feel your best bet would be doing something like this where you're incorporating some kind of, whether it's Arctic and tundra on the first level and then mountains on the middle and so forth, or like a swamp and you know, woods and elevating it up into a mountain, you know, something like that. But I would definitely go with terrain for sure because it's also more open to where you could have more battle scenes. Like on that, look how much space you got to have battle scenes right there on that first level, man.
I mean, even this one right here is a good amount, you know.
Hold on, Gonzo had something.
What'd he say?
You can also make the road parts hook up like how the ramps to U-Haul trucks, like detachable. Gojo is saying if it's a particle board and you plan on cutting into it, make sure you use a fine-tooth blade or it will leave a messy edge. HK saying an oil rig type too if you want to. Hey, that's funny because right before we came in here, I was just watching Deepwater Horizon with the wife, and as I was watching it, I was actually thinking how dope a one of those oil rigs would be as a diorama. That would be pretty cool too, man.
It'd
Have
be
you
like
thought
a
about that?
tactical battle platform on steroids.
And then that could be the helipad up top.
Yeah. But the part that I need to keep ahead with is, like I said, this needs to be. I want to be able to switch it out and not mess this part up. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is I cut the foam so I can just slide it in two pieces around the pillar. So it's two-piece foam, and I'll do that for each level. The Sidian idea is not a bad one either that Sackham said earlier. I kind of like that too, but I just don't know how
Yeah.
big that would be.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is if you take like some of these comments right here and kind of combine them, Woody's talking about doing a subterranean base. But Sack is talking about doing a Springfield Cobra City where, the center is a normal city block. And then the bottom level would be a subterranean Cobra base. That way you kind of incorporate what Woody's talking about and what Sack is talking about. Tony, Mr. Legend Series, just joined us. What's
What
going
up,
on,
Tony?
bro? Peace, man.
Yeah, I just don't know how. I mean, so the subterranean thing, I don't know how I could understand doing that. I guess like sewers and shit, but I'm also trying to get some of the vehicles out of the way on the shelves for more figures. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, check this out. For a subterranean, the middle could be a missile silo. Like this top part could be like a desert scene, and the opening, the middle would be the opening where the missile would shoot out, and then each level could be like the area underground where the rocket shoots out, and then down here at the bottom you can have a bunch of ramp rats putting in work, have a bunch of computers and scientists in here. We got Padre. What up, Padre? Uno, dos,
What's
tres,
up, Padre?
cuatro.
I need to see. Let me see if I can do this. He said a missile silo.
Yeah.
Let me see what AI does. Hold on a second here. I don't know how many more images I can do today.
Gojo saying make the chaplain school on the top and the Joe headquarters down below. I mean, that's the whole thing about this, man, and that's why we're doing the show, man. There is just so many fucking possibilities that you could do with this shit with Dookie. It's unlimited, man. What he's saying, the bottom floor could be the motor pool, and that'll take care of most of your vehicles. I mean, that's a good fucking point too, man.
So do it like that photo there, essentially, and I could put the blue bullshit, the damn, the fuck are those things called? The porta johns up top.
And what's the top? You said 2x2,
Yeah.
2 feet by 2 feet.
Yep.
I mean, that's still quite that's quite a lot of space, man. 2x2 at the very top, man. That's still a lot of room to do some shit with, man. 3 DAP. What up, homie? saying, too bad you don't have the mass device for the Cobra base.
That ain't nothing but 3D print. I mean, I could eventually get that. That's a good idea, though, too. I see what he's saying. Yeah, see, it's kind of getting stuck in the same photos now, damn it. Bobby, send me a picture of this damn thing as a fucking missile silo. You're the AI guru.
Well, the whole thing is like I was saying earlier, man. You've already, if you're going to be, this is going to take a lot of work to do this and a lot of resources, man. And you've already put a lot of work into the Hawk's Nest. So you've kind of already done the G.I. Joe base and you've already done the Dreadnought base. So I would really lean to the terrain idea or somehow like the Cobra subterranean under Springfield or missile silo. Hell, you could do a missile silo under Springfield,
Hold on a second, man. Give me a minute. Let me go grab something real quick.
So Padre, the columns are, I believe he said 11 inches by 11 inches. If I'm 11 inches by 10 inches. And then the bottom floor is 4 feet by 4 feet. So 4 feet wide, 4 feet long. Then the second tier is 3 feet wide, 3 feet long. And then the top tier is 2 feet by 2 feet. So hell of a lot of fucking room. Cobra Terradrome. Gojo saying 3 deep of a U.S. flag. Yeah, I mean, that could work too. The U.S. flag. The top level could be the tower.
All right.
So Gojo mentioned three levels of the U.S. flag. So like the top level could be the tower, going down. And then at the bottom, you could store like, aircraft.
1, GI Customs did a flag tower. 2, I don't like semen. Good idea.
I just like I like displacing semen.
Yeah, I like getting rid of semen.
So I agree with what Turk's saying, man. None of these ideas are bad. All these ideas are great. Your only limitation is your imagination, man.
Wonder where I've heard that before. All right. Y'all give me a second here. I think I have an idea.
The mountain one's cool, but again, you're losing so much space for something like that, man.
Yeah, and that's the part that sucks.
Now what would be cool though, Dookie, is if you wanted to do the missile silo thing, you could have it so that like the backside, like the whole backside is encased like a rock mountain, right? And then the middle is still the missile silo, and then the front is opened up, and it just so like we're seeing through the mountain perspective type of thing. And then each level is still part of the missile silo, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm tracking.
Hey, Woody said it best. There you go, Dookie.
What do you say? I can't see it. What do you say?
The phrase, if Hasbro isn't making it, make it your goddamn self.
Seems like I heard that shit somewhere too. But that's the damn truth right there, because they're not going to fucking do shit like this for you. And this is, I mean, the sad part is, like Savage said, I don't see shit the same anymore. This is how I see shit. Like, I see something, I'm like, what could I do with that? What could I do with that? I don't see it for what it was made for. I see what can I make into it, or what can I do with it.
Hey, check your phone. Bobby said he sent you a picture.
All right, 1 second.
Yeah, Turk, man, I agree, bro. You know, as soon as he showed us this shit, man, I immediately started searching for it online. I think I'm gonna grab me one of these because I'm in the process of changing how I want my room set up, and I'm definitely gonna get one of these shelving units. But as opposed to having the pillow up the middle, I'm gonna get one where the pillow's in the back. That way, I can have the shelf on the wall. But I mean, this one's dope too. But yeah, as soon as he saw this, my mind just started flipping through like a Rolodex, man, of different ideas. Go Joe saying this is gonna be the best selling table after this show.
The best what?
The best selling table after this show. All right, so 3DAP is saying he can see you making a biker toy line. Well, you know, he is in the process of doing that, man. He has the Outhouse Customs, and you know, he's doing the where you can go and you can get your bike handles. He's got 3 different bike handles you can upgrade on your Marvel Legends bike. He's got the fairing that you can buy. And he also just released the saddlebags. He has hard saddlebags that actually work where they open up and you can put stuff in them. So reach out to Dookie, man. He's selling those. You can buy them individually or you can buy it as a package. But his goal is to eventually get to where he has his own bike, where it's a customizable bike that he'll be selling.
Man, how hard is it to have a little fucking dude working in the sweatshop that's making this shit fucking fold this shit prior to fucking sending it to us? Making me work over here for some cardboard.
That's what's up, Woody. I'm sure whatever you do, it'll be dope, man. I like that table. I was talking to Woody the other day, man, and I really like that table that he has in the middle of his toy room, where he has the diorama built in on top,
The
and
shelf
then he has
underneath.
all the shelves underneath. That was really fucking creative, man. That was very
I told
dope.
you that's where I got the idea for Collins. Remember when you saw Collins' table? It's the same thing. That's where I got the idea from. Was Woody.
That's right. Yep.
All right, so I can't see that shit. Blow mine up.
All right, hold on.
Now this is just fucking El Ruffo. So that would be extreme set building on top. Now I could make it different sizes. You know, I could make my own building out of styrofoam and shit with the street.
No, that's dope. That'll work, man.
And then the building is what y'all say, a missile silo, right? So the missile could be in the inside. I would just have to back this off a little bit. Or maybe like a corner, you know, have it an L-shaped corner.
Hey, right there.
Put a sidewalk around that. All right. So should the sidewalk be all the way around or just an L shape? Man, fuck them streets, Gonzo. I'll make that shit. That shit's like $80 for a street. I can make that. So y'all saying do an L shape or do it all the way around?
What up, Soldado?
What's up, Battle?
Hey, like what he's saying, man, you're already leaning towards subterranean. So, really what you need to figure out is what that first level is going to be and then build down. What he's saying, yeah, I like the L shape too, man, because you get more space, I think, with the L. If it's centered. White Mike has a comment. Let's see what White Mike has to say.
Yeah, read it because I can't see it.
You could use a slightly larger piece of wood on top of that level so it's the same as the second tier. Have you thought about that? Taking that top tier off and adding a bigger platform up there?
If anything, I would just put a piece over this one.
He's got a question for you. Sack of ham. What it's the L shape gives you more display space, doesn't it?
I mean, I can make the building any size I wanted to. I could shrink the building down a little bit so I have the equal amount all the way around. Because right now it's just rough on there, you know what I mean? I can make one of these, it's easy with fucking the damn brick paper. I'll just a couple pieces of foam and they're done. With some cheap ass windows from Hobby Lobby, kind of like how I did for the clubhouse. It would just be a wall. It wouldn't be anything interior.
Hey, text me that you got that missile silo and I'll add it up if you text it to me while you're working.
Yeah, this is Bobby needs to live closer. Let's put it that way. I see what Woody's saying. Woody said, if you do that in the center, it simulates a city block, and a city block ain't going to have just one building on it. He's right on that. I agree with that. Yeah, that would throw it off, in my opinion. Now that he said that, I wouldn't be able to unsee it. You know what I mean? All right, so there's the top level. It's going to be a city area. "3D said, think Kingsman or whatever, small deal on top, big on bottom." What are you saying? Make like a double alleyway in the center? So have a building on each side, and then just an alleyway in the center?
I got that ready when you want to load it up. I got it on the bottom.
I've seen wall XD, but I mean, I'm not going to. I can build a wall real quick with freaking brick paper and foam. Wait a minute. He said what he's trying to say, a wall on each side of what I've got here. So you're saying one wall on the left side and one on the other side of the L shape. I think I know what he's saying. That is dope. I gotta blow this up so I can see it.
The rocket should be vertical though, man, instead of horizontal.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna cut into this thing either. I would just make a picture or something on it. But yeah, that is dope. It definitely gives you ideas. Elevator shaft, I don't know how I would I would need a staircase. And that's one thing I can't really find is a damn good staircases. There's nothing that's really that good because everything's by size. I know Legend Series had some, and I used those before, but because I've got it in the clubhouse, I just don't know how big it is. Let me measure
Man,
it real quick.
I've got a concrete staircase that I got again from MMM Toys off a Big Bad Workshop, Big Bad Toy Store a couple years ago. It's a concrete where it goes up one flight and then it has a landing and then goes up another flight.
Yeah.
And Bobby's saying Amazon sells these pieces you put on the walls that look like fire escapes. That could be the staircase. So what he's talking about is the fire escape that's on that big diorama that action figure made for me. You know that the building that's like 6 feet tall or 5 feet tall. It's got that fire escape on it that he's talking about. Or you can holler at your boy to get them 3D printed.
Yeah. Somebody just sent me a good idea. I think it was I didn't program his damn number in, so I apologize. But Damon sent me a good idea. Damon Cook. Thing you could do too is you could come off at a 45-degree angle, and then you have 4 different scenes on each shelf. So that would give you 8 different scenes or 9 different scenes total on one shelf system. That's not a bad idea after I do something big. I want to do something big with this thing first. I'm kind of liking the missile silo. I mean, all I would need is like a dumpster or something up here, you know, a little bench or something, and maybe a couple street lights, and then go further down. I guess that'd be command and control would be down here in the second shelf, and third shelf would be like Woody said, all the motor pool.
Yeah, or the top shelf could just be like a desert terrain, like with some tumbleweed and shit, and have like a fence, like a metal fence around the perimeter with like a sign that says, you know, private property, keep back, you know, some shit like that. And then you could have some poles with cameras on it. You know what I mean?
That's not a bad idea either. Turk said them steps would be easy out of styrene. Yeah, I tried doing steps once and I freaking screwed them all up. They look like dog shit. He said kind of like the Terradome doors connecting all the way around. You mean at the top?
Like some Umbrella Lab type shit.
You could get a freaking Tupperware bowl and cut that shit and then put it back together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
There you go.
Like what he said. Yep. Okay. And I've got fencing. I could just put fencing around it. That'd be easy. Maybe, or then, I don't know, or I could use the damn porta potty walls.
Yeah, that would work too. But I like the idea of the fencing though, because that's what you think of like in some clandestine facility, man. Because you know they want to keep it low key, like there's nothing there. Yeah, like a Area 51 type shit.
Yep.
Now, what is this called? If somebody like that's watching right now, either live or on a replay, what is this called if they wanted to go pick this up? Do you remember what this is called? The name of this shelf?
Let me look because I just got a new phone, so all my shit's messed up. Pull up on Google. If you type in 3-tier rectangular display table, and they can see it. I mean, there's tons of options that way. 3-tier rectangular display table. You just throw that up on a screen. What's up, Hustle? I think I'm going to do the missile silo first idea, and then after that, I'm going to do terrain.
Yeah, so like Dookie said, all you gotta do is type in 3-tiered rectangular table, and all kind of options come up. Yeah, because this is cool right here, but it already looks too much like what you got going on with the
Yeah.
clubhouse. And then this is dope too, but you've already made the comment where you were thinking about adding on to that table a swamp scene. So, and you've already got the extreme sets cabin. Well, that would work with this, that extreme sets cabin that you just got. You could have it on the top tier up here.
Won't. It's too big.
Oh, okay. But yeah, we need to get away from that anyways. You already got Dreadnought shit. You just need to incorporate a swamp scene into that, like on the back side of your clubhouse.
Woody just said, I would cut off one side of the silo all the way down. You can show the giant missile going all the way up. That would be fire. I don't know if I would do it all the way down, but maybe one part of it, or one part on the left side, the next tier one part on the other side, so it's not structurally taken away from the whole thing, so it's not leaning one way or the other. That would actually not be a bad idea.
You know what else would be cool too is if you had an accessory to go with it, to where you got it in one mode where the missile is on display, but then you got another feature where the missile is like blasting out, like how they're talking about where the missile is kind of penetrating at the top, and then you got fire and smoke like in the shaft on display. Does that make sense? Where you could have like you could do some cotton, like how you took the teddy bear stuffing and make like some smoke in the shaft.
So you want to see my shaft blowing?
No, man. No homo, man.
No, I get what you're saying.
People don't realize. So what he's saying, people don't realize the smallest ballistic missile is 30 feet long, and that's the smallest.
I just don't know what I would use for.
See, that's what I'm saying. A tier for the rocket and use the pillow stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know what I would use for flooring in this. Like, what should the flooring look like?
What up, King?
I mean, I guess it would be concrete floor.
Yeah, if you're going with if you're definitely doing this, yeah, it would want to look industrial, like a concrete flooring, and
Put
you'd
some
want to
grates in
have
there,
like
random
yeah, and you want
drain
to have like
grates.
the yellow, like the taping, like showing you on the floor which direction to go or where to move. Have some stuff that looks like steel. I would do something that incorporated concrete and steel.
Gonna have to have pipes and shit run everywhere.
3DAF did say he liked your idea of the 4 dioramas per level.
Yeah, that's a dope idea too. That'd be something like after the fact. Get the big stuff out of the way, and then I can do small ones. Black and yellow electrical tape makes stripes. Yeah, I've got. I think I have some. Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, hustles. That was one of the ideas we came up with, either a elevator shaft or a missile silo.
I would just
And
put a door on it so it looks like a shaft.
the other thing I was thinking too, like before we got started talking about an elevator shaft and a missile silo, I was thinking if you did do a bunker, one of these floors could be like a prison. Like you could have open it up and have like prison bars. But after we started
Or
talking about that, what's that?
a jail cell.
Yeah, like a jail cell, like on the bottom floor. But after we started talking about an elevator shaft and missile silo, I think I like that better than a jail cell. Turk is saying he cut 1/4 inch underlayment to make the interchangeable dials. Just make 4 small parts per level and switch it up. That way you're never dedicated.
It's kind of like how I have the shelves upstairs. Each one different.
Yeah, I mean you've kind of already done that, man. I would really make this one big diorama, man. And dude, you got this for free. It's not like you got money in this. If you do the subterranean and it works, just keep it that and go buy you another one. Buy you another one, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And do
Are you rich, motherfucker?
and do the other design that we talked about.
Yeah.
If you're talking about getting you a shed.
Well, here's a thought in my shed. White Mike, yeah, it's not Red Atlas, it's what the hell is the name of that company?
Sys 3D.
I know we No, not Sys 3D. Pixis Designs, I believe. They
No,
did that
no, it
shit.
was the guy Nerd Atlas or Nerd Arsenal. The guy that we were talking about last night. You talking about the Snake Armor Depot where you can lift the snake and charge the snake armor.
Yeah, but it was like fucking scaffolding around that shit.
Okay, well I know Nerd Arsenal made something too similar to that.
Maybe it was Nerd. It might have been Nerd Arsenal. 3D said I can make it a 3-story city building. Yeah, but that's more to me. That'd be more Marvel shit. Woody said, "Whatever I do, make it at the bottom of motor pool. It just takes care of all the vehicles in one piece." That is true, and that's kind of what I was thinking about when I saw the fucking snowcat. But I've got 2 his tanks. I've got 3 stingers. I've got all the dreadnought shit, but I wouldn't put the dreadnought stuff with this.
So White Mike is saying Pixis, and he
Yeah.
might have one, but I know Nerd Arsenal has something similar too. Because I was just looking at it yesterday. It's like $80.
Fucking king. He goes, I wish I had imagination, creative gene, some of y'all. Only gene I have is I'll pay you to make it for me.
Hey, Keen, hey, I'm right there with you, baby. Me too, man. I'll get there one day, though.
All right, so Woody's saying the motor pool, him and Turk. So the bottom, I should make it look more like a maintenance facility, correct? I mean, if we're going with the missile silo thing, the bottom needs to be all maintenance. Is that what you guys are saying? Like fucking wrenches and all that kind of shit?
Yeah, or storage. Like the bottom floor be motor pool or storage, and then the second floor, be where all the computers and technology is locked in. And like what he's saying, that way you're utilizing all that space, man, and taking advantage of having all that space.
I could put my Mender's lab and all that shit on this too. Second tier, right here. The middle one. You could have fucking command and control, essentially where your computer and shit's at, briefing. And then around that,
right here, Secondham has it best. Bottom motor pool, center command, and control top layer terrain.
Okay. Snake armor. How tall is the snake armor? You got one near you, Chris?
No, it's in my toy room, but it's about a foot tall.
That's it?
Yeah.
I got 14 inches.
White Mike is saying I would add something that looks like an elevator to the motor pool that could raise up
a vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby sent me something I can use.
Yeah, go Joe. I agree. That's what I was saying a minute ago. Concrete floor, have some yellow markings on the floor for, designated where to go.
Woody, Woody's saying about overhead cranes. What cranes are you talking about? Overhead cranes. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, concrete and steel. Something that looks like concrete and steel, then have some piping, yellow markings on the floor to show you directions, mapping out. All that would be dope. Are you going to try and put lights in it too, Dookie?
Lights,
you think
yes.
you might put lights in it?
Crane.
Where'd that come from?
WWE Wrecking Rig.
That's what Gonzo's saying too.
Flip that shit upside down. Still works as a crane, Hang it from the roof, or it can be on the floor. Either way.
So, I don't know what this is. White Mike is saying a snatch warmer is 11. Just put one today. Humble brag. I'm all about that snatch warming.
Yeah, I don't know what that means either.
White Mike not back 5 snatches today.
Oh, he said snake armor's 11 inches. Just opened one today.
Yeah,
okay.
I knew he was talking about. I was just being silly. But yeah, I figured it was about a foot tall.
Yeah, so it'll definitely fit in.
Trey, what's going on, bro? What's up with you?
What's up, Trey? Gonzo, are you talking about the Money in the Bank one? All right, so I think I know what direction we're going to go. Then we're going to go motor pool in the bottom, command and control, shit up top. That's going to free up at least 2 shelves upstairs.
In your toy room?
Yep. Because I can do Mindbender's lab can get freed up. I've got a jail cell that can get freed up, and I've got the Cobra Commander's area that can get freed up.
Yeah, this is dope, man. So how long do you think a project like this would take you, Dookie, to do something like this, start to finish?
How long did I say the clubhouse is going to take?
Yeah, well, I don't feel like it's finished. I feel like, I mean,
no, it's not.
It's done, but you haven't done everything that you told me you wanted to do to it.
No, I got to do
also because you start and stop on shit too, man. You'll start on it, then go make you 3 or 4 custom bikes, then go do something else, then make you a couple patches, then you'll go make you a that knock buster. So you are.
Yeah, I'm all over the fucking place. It's gonna take a little while. I would say I could have this thing done. Oh yeah, Woody, I see what you're saying now. If I can find one of those, that'd be dope. I can probably have this done by we'll say Thanksgiving at the latest, the way I would want to see it.
So I forgot to ask you,
Halloween.
What did your wife say when she saw this? Was she like, what the fuck? Or what was her reaction when she saw the shelf?
Her first reaction was thank you for Mexican. Because I brought dinner home, man. I've been married to her long enough. I know how to smooth some shit over. You always want to smooth a little bit before you fucking burn the crisp. So I brought Mexican on the way home. And then when I brought this shit in, she's like, oh, okay. And she walked away.
So you have the philosophy it's better to ask for forgiveness instead of permission?
Yeah, sometimes.
Here, Craig's got a question for you.
Yes, it did.
Craig Blake.
It did, Trey. Yep. John gave it to me for free. Gojo said Thanksgiving, that means it's done in 2 weeks. No, because look how long it took me to do your friggin' stinger, man. You gave that shit to me when I was a private in the Army, and I just got that shit done. Yeah, it's the one he had the Cat Slayer on for Thundercats, Trey. He just didn't have the top tier on it. He was tossing it, so he let me grab it. Yeah, Chinese would have worked too, Turk. She loves Chinese. I may do that and maybe one side. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure yet. The back side of it. I kind of like the fact of having a 360 around it. Not having to fish in for shit. Because this is a pain in the ass with the damn clubhouse.
Yeah. Hit the chick with the enchilada.
Burrito has to stuff a taco every now and then. Yeah, he's got some stuff coming in. His distributor, and that's what I was trying to tell you earlier, is that, Chris, is that his distributor is out in California. So those of you that are getting stuff from people that may have a distributor in California with the wildfires and shit like that, everything's all messed up out there. So Mexican food is my favorite. She's a smart woman. Yeah, it is. That's my favorite damn shit. I could eat a burrito every day. No lie. I could eat freaking Mexican every day for the rest of my life and not get tired of it. Authentic Mexican, not that fake shit from Taco Bell.
So White Mike, that's actually what we were talking about. He actually has it on casters now.
Yeah, I put casters on it, Mike.
If you look at
What
the
do you
bottom right there.
Taco's my favorite, Woody. It's good for the beard.
With the natural juices.
Yeah. Well, shit. I guess I can start doing the concrete in this thing. I'm not gonna start this shit tonight, but it's definitely gonna be an undertaking. I'm gonna get more foam because I'm out of foam right now.
So what I would do, since you've already used all your AI allotment for the day, go back and get you a couple, start dialing in that AI. You got one blueprint right here, but I would take advantage of that AI and get you a couple more options, man, of what to do.
I like the lights, how the lights are incorporated in it. I'm definitely gonna do lights up underneath. That'll be easy.
You already got all that computer screen shit in the table.
Yeah.
You already have all that.
And I've got 2 cell phones I can mount on there too.
And you also got security cameras.
Yep.
Or you can get some new ones. You had the security cameras for the Hawk's Nest. That would be cool too. Like over here, like on that, you got Destra on one side, but over here where the other staircase is, like over in that side, like having a security room, like having a dude like staring at 6 different screens, like security cameras. That'd be pretty dope.
But what I'm going to do is I don't think I need stairs. If I'm making an elevator shaft / let's put it this way. If the damn missile silo is in it, maybe my freaking elevator's in it too, or the stairwell's inside the shaft. So if I don't do stairs on it, they can climb up and down the stair shaft inside. Then what I can do, like you said, is I can make a door on each one. I can get 2 doors, 3D printed doors, so that way I'm not cutting into it. Maybe I'll cut a spot on one. No, Hustle. If an order comes in for a bike, I'll put the bike order to this in front of anything else I do. That's just how I am.
That's a great question, though, man.
It is. Yep. Yeah. I would not hold a customer up until I get this shit done. I may get a little scatterbrained at times, but I could do the doors on it so it looks like the damn shit's on the inside, and then I could do a hole, 1 or 2 holes in it with maybe like glass, so I'm not cutting the whole thing out, but you can see like the missile on the inside. Like you can see it through the plexiglass or whatever, and then put some vents on the bottom. Like when it blows, like you said, when it goes up, I can have the smoke coming out. But then on one of the pillars, like you said, I could have the damn cell phones mounted or whatever it is for security, and I could have the guards working that. I mean, there's plenty of stuff I can do.
Bro, when you start working on this, I'm gonna have to come through and get my hands dirty, man, because this is gonna be cool.
Damn.
I like to see how this comes together.
Trey, yeah, I like what Trey said. But White Mike just fucking nailed it. He just gave me a hell of an idea. So nobody can see it, but there's a sign right there. It says the outhouse, and it's made out of just wood and sticks. I call it Outhouse Customs because of my nickname's Dookie. But I'm gonna on the top of it, like y'all said, the little dome with a fence. I'll build a little outhouse out of like popsicle sticks, an old weathered outhouse, and just let it sit there. That would be dope.
That would be.
I need to write this down. All right, so we're doing outhouse on top. Yeah, a good idea, Woody. Outhouse, dome, dirt, and fence.
I mean, that was basically the idea I came up with like 30 minutes ago, just minus the outhouse.
Yeah, but what Mike said, he didn't mean an actual outhouse, but now that he said it, I can't get it out of my head, and it's going to happen. Because my original logo for Outhouse Customs was an outhouse. And then I was like, you know what? Let me use my grandfather's crutch. And I switched over.
Yeah, White Mike, that was kind of like what I said a few minutes ago, man. That's what I see because I see it in the comics, man. I've seen that in the Joe comics, but for the Joe pit, like the pit base, I've seen something like that at some point. Yeah, and like instead of a dome, like have it
Yeah. Like
slide open.
I would only, yeah, like maybe a fucking Tupperware plate or something like that, and cut it in like 6 pie pieces, and then put it back on there, cut, and then put dirt over it, so you can still see like some of the ridges, maybe, but not fully seen. It's going to be camouflaged. I get what he's saying. Kind of like if you're looking down on a rim, like a 5-spoke rim. Um, all right. That's why I have notebooks. Write all this shit down in.
Bro, once you get this set up, man, this is gonna, like you said, like as far as other shelves and other areas where you have shit displayed, this is gonna open up a lot of room, bringing, stuff over to this to set this up properly, man. This is gonna free up quite a bit of space for you.
Yeah, it will, and it's gonna free up some shelves, and I can, with that being freed up, I can put more shit in there.
Especially now that you got that extra income. You got that extra spending power.
Yeah, that's gonna happen real soon. Trey, you might want to go to Hero Source because in about 2 weeks, I don't know if he's gonna have much left. I'm literally gonna walk in there with an IKEA bag, like them big ass IKEA bags, and just fill that shit. Woody, eventually this thing is gonna end up. I'd like to, whenever I get that shed, but it'll be upstairs, so I do have space for it. It's just gonna have to be a couple of years before I can get it up there. So for now, it'll stay in the garage, which is fine because I'm actually looking at putting heating and air in the garage probably in the next couple of weeks. So this will be climate controlled in here. And no, he's not closing, Trey. I'm just saying I'm going to go in there and spend a shitload. There's some stuff I want to get caught up on.
Dookie just got him another job, so he's got some extra income he's going to be spending.
I'm going to be irresponsible for about an hour.
Hustles has a good idea too.
For the whole thing, you mean step by step?
Yeah, I mean, so kind of quarterbacking off what he's saying, man. I like what you did with that Hawk's Nest, where you kind of every week you kind of checked in and documented what all you got done that week with it and how far it's come along. I think that would be dope, man. Like film you working on it throughout the week, and then release a video like every Sunday night or every Monday night showing what all you've accomplished and where you are at that point and where you're going with it.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so what the hell are we going to name this thing? I was thinking the Roll-A-Rama, because eventually this thing could be torn down from the missile silo to a terrain mall, whatever the hell it's going to be. So chat, throw out some names of something so I can call this thing. Like I said, Roll-A-Rama, I'm not sold on it. It's just the first thing that popped in my head because it rolls. And if I end up going a different route with it after the silo, I can change the name to that. So that's not a big deal.
So what's the number that Cobra uses a lot? What's the number associated with Cobra? What was that crew they had?
788.
Yeah, 78 site 788 or yeah, 780. I would do like site, you got area 51, like site 788 or are you looking just for a name for the diorama or a name for the actual
Name
facility?
for this fucking conglomerate.
Oh, here you go. Silorama. I like that.
Silorama.
Silorama.
Woody said the fucking the subterranean shithouse. The outhouse, Alpha Base, Turk's Chicken Ranch, Danger Zone. Site something isn't bad. I kind of like the site idea.
Yeah, I like that, man. Site and maybe some kind of like site something with a snake, like a play on the snake word. Site
The underbelly of the snake, Dookie Rama, Snake House Silo. That's not bad.
that's getting there. That's not quite there, but that's close. Viper site Viper.
What are some of the snakes out there? The Heat Rock? No.
Viper site 788. I like that, but
Serpent Silo. Woody had silo serpents. I'm going to say Serpent Silo.
Jay Gonza said Silo 788. Viper Den.
Everybody uses Viper shit, though. I don't want to use Viper in it. Viper Pit. Serpent Silo. Silo 788. Yeah, Serpent Silo. All right, so 2 people said Serpent Silo.
Or you could do Serpent Silo and then a number after it. That way it gives it the connotation. There's, multiple silos around the world.
What number is S in a dictionary, in an alphabet? Like A's 1, B's 2. What number is S? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Yeah.
19. Serpent Silo 19.
There you go.
And the reason I say that is if y'all understand the motorcycle world, they use the numbers a lot as a kind of a code. So like 81 would be Hell's Angels, Pagans would be 16, So because it's the number of the letter for each word. So Serpent Silo, would I say it was 19? We'll just go at 19.
Serpent Silo 19. I like it. I dig it, man. I fucks with it. Very dope.
Thank y'all for helping me out. (1-9). Yeah. I may come up with some SS19. SS3 sounds.
Dude, that would be dope, man. Have Bad Mother tattoos. Get you some custom tattoos for your ramp rats, and have your workers with some kind of SS19 and a logo for it. That would be dope.
Are ramp rats still available? Or are they sold out?
No, they should be. I got 6 sets of them. That was one of the things I was moving around today. I've opened up 1. I still got 5 unopened. So they've got to be around, man. People didn't really buy those.
All right. I may need to get 1 or 2 more. They're good just to have as fucking workers, you know, them in the blue shirts.
Man, good stuff, man. I like the participation with the chat, man. A lot of great ideas came through tonight, man.
Yeah, I like it too. It helps me out. I can't always think of this shit myself. Yeah, White Mike said the only problem is SS in Germany. I think I'm gonna go with Serpent Silo 19 or 19er.
Yeah, I didn't even think about the SS, but
Yeah. I may have to make my own fences for this thing. Red Atlas has got fences. I don't know if they still. I'm sure he still makes them, but he's got good fences that would go here with a gate and shit too. So Gonzo said they're $60. Also said SS is also Dragon Ball. I never understood that shit. All right, well, I know most of the people here probably watch fucking Savage, Night Force and shit, but
oh shit. I took you off the stage, man. What were you saying?
so this is the fucking done bike. And I did not bring that other light down here, so forbid it. I apologize. Let me see if I got light. Hold on. So that is the bike. That is the fairing. That is the handlebars, and that is the fucking hard bags.
Okay, I'm gonna go to one screen.
We're
Come
new
on.
to this.
Here, let's do this. Hold on. Let me just take myself.
So, and the bags open up and stuff. It's kind of wonky because I'm so damn close to shit. But the bag does open up. Both bags, actually. And I'm going to paint these shits shut. So there's storage availability in there. This pops on, and the saddlebags just lay on. I know CGram's got a set. I know not the bags, but the fairing and the bars. I know Woody's got a set of bars. So if you guys out there ask questions, you can ask them if they like it or not. Be honest with me. I don't give a shit. If you fucking hard on me, if something needs to change, something needs to change. But the stuff is flexible. It's durable. I think Mini Arms Depot is making a great product. I give him the ideas. We go back and forth, and he sends me the product to review, make sure we're straight, and then if it's good enough, I push it out. The only way you can get it is through me. And this is going to be the last add-on I'm going to do for Marvel Bikes because I am now working with him to do my own bike. And if you can imagine getting the Wolverine bike in a box along with pieces to make it look like this is kind of where I'm going to go. You're going to have multiple parts. Some other parts are going to be added on to this as well. So it's going to give – my goal is you get one or two bikes in that box, but that one or two bikes in that box can give you 4 looks, 4 to 6 different looks. That's my end state. So that's kind of where I'm going with this stuff. Like I said, it does fit 2 figures easy. Pandora's kind of a pain in the ass because she's got that freaking knife in the back of her belt. But she fits on there fine. And she looks right on there. Yes, like I'm trying to do it like that. And I've reached out to a couple of different ones. Damn, pulled this apes right out. I reached out to a couple of different people, and Mini Arms is the ones I went with. So appreciate that, Woody. Yeah, and the best thing, whenever you're putting the figures on these things, I always open up the hands before I put them on. I don't try to stiff arm the hands on there. If you open the hands up a little bit and put them on just like you would a weapon, you'll have no problems with this stuff. You can bring me back down. I just wanted to show that. So if anybody wants them, hit me up. The other bike's going to be a little while because the designer is doing some other stuff. So we're on hold for design right now.
So what about a colorway? Do you have are your bikes going to be black as well, or do you have a color that you're kind of thinking for your bikes?
That's one thing I got to talk to him about, because I want to have at least like 2 or 3 different colors main. And then if you want custom ones, I can do like painting and stuff like that. But I'm definitely, black will probably be the easiest. I would say black and white. I don't know. I got to talk to Ramel about that. What up, son?
So if you did white, would that be so people can paint it themselves and customize
Yes.
it?
Yeah, white would be the base one, and then black would be, honestly, after painting this stuff, I want to show something, but I don't want to show it. Fuck it. It's my show. I'll show it. The white on this is extremely, the white bars, I painted this. The white bars were already white from Mini Arms. I painted the rest of it white. The white is a little off. Looking at it like under light, you can tell it's a little off. Hey, 3D, I've got them out there, man. Knott County, if you go to Knott County, go on my YouTube page. Underneath it, on the description, there's a link for that, for a Wix one. That Knott County, on that Wix page, is all my characters on there. Vehicles, characters, everything, the whole lore. Nobody else is doing that. But when I did this white thing, the white was a little off. So when you paint it, I thought it would be, the same color. It's a little off a little bit. The black resin paint, or the black plastic, that takes the paint a lot better than the white, in my opinion.
All right, you got a couple questions.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They should be. They're going to come partially assembled, and that's so you can go ahead and change out stuff the way you want. Is the way I'm thinking. So,
and also make it safer for shipping too, right?
Yes. So, like, the bars won't be on it. Saddlebags won't be on it. Stuff like that. Not sure about rubber tires. They may be plastic. I got to see about cost. I'm trying to keep costs down so you guys can get them, so they're not stupid amount of money either. I'm not more so trying to make money on this as much as I am trying to give you guys something that I think we should already have that Hasbro didn't give us. That's at least my thought process. Because I can build them myself. I'm fine with it. But I'm trying to give you something that I can do at a different level. Because like what I got in my hand right now, I mean, this thing, it wasn't thought of, and it won't be thought of. And it's not complete yet, otherwise I should show the whole thing. But it's definitely a dope concept idea. And that's just another Marvel Legend bike that I just customized. Kind of like how I did the hell was that thing? The Swamp Skier.
Yeah.
Make everything fit the Dreadnought lore in some way, shape, or form. So. But
good stuff.
I'll get the commercial little video out for the bike parts and stuff here soon in the next week or so. Like CGram said, I am starting a new job this week, so I will be working, I think, 410s, Monday through Thursday, so it'll be a little hectic. Give me a little bit to get my feet back. I haven't worked since December. I've been a bum since then, but now that I'll be back on pace, I'll be going good. Sakuma, I'm not sure, but I can tell you, you can go on Amazon right now, and I think you can see 15 of them available for purchase. That's through Amazon. I would not go
It's,
on eBay.
it's not just the Wolverine. You got the Punisher one too that you can get, the Black Punisher
Yes,
bike.
you're gonna pay up for that one. You can. They're all the same bike. Every single one of them came from the same damn mold, and that the first one was a Captain America bike. And after that, they just kept using the same mold, just repainting it. That's it. That's all I did. If you're looking to customize them yourself, the red one is a pain to get apart. The glue's different. The easiest one to do is that blue Wolverine one. Yes, Sackham just said it. Yeah, they're up there, $150, and that's why I started making bars, because I don't ride low bars. I ride apes, at least 16 to 18 inches, and I wanted to change the look of them. So all the bikes I have, T bars, Z bars, ape hangers, they're all high. I've got only one bike with low bars, and that's just to show you what it looks like stock, And that's why I came up with the fairings, and that's why I came up with the hard bags, because the MC world, nobody's riding soft bags. Nobody. You ride, if you're gonna ride a bagger, you're gonna ride hard bags.
Well, that was more like a back in the day type thing too. The soft bags, right?
Yeah. Yeah. King said, I'm straight gangster at customizing. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Scarface voice.
Hell yeah.
I've got one too. I owe him a bike for all the shit he sent me, so I'm going to send him a bike. He didn't have to do what he did either. So
yes,
that's
word up, man. King, good looking out to your homie, man. That was a nice look to hook Dookie up with that stuff, man. That was a very nice gift.
So I gotta start working on his bike next. Once I gotta get Jay Spellbounds out, and I gotta get Mr. Roper's out. I gotta get those out this week. I actually gotta package them up with you today or tomorrow. So yeah, Sturgis just ended. They had freaking hail out there, man. Hail in Sturgis this year. It's nuts. But I think that's about it. I will definitely start on this. Probably not this week, but by the next Under the Cut, we will have some progress on this. Speaking of the next Under the Cut, if you've got a motorcycle out there, Replay Squad and everybody else, if you've got a bike out there, send me the photos if you haven't, because I'm going to give away a set of bars, a set of apes, or a set of bars, a fairing, and a hard bag set to the winner that the chat and I in CGram will pick the winner the next Under the Cut, which is September 6th at 7 o'clock. You don't have to be present to win. You just have to have sent me 4 photos of the motorcycle with a 6-inch figure. It doesn't have to be a Dreadnought. It doesn't have to be a Marvel Legends bike. It has to be a bike that you customized, and then a photo of a figure standing next to it for scale. And then we will pick out the best one, and whoever wins it, I'll send it to him.
What up, Paul? Smoking and Loken?
I gotta get that soundbite for him. Yeah, appreciate that, King. We are. That's how I feel. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, Bobby, I got your photo. I'm sure you'll have something knocked out in time. It's still got 2 weeks. I mean, we do this every other week, so you got 2 weeks. September 6th, 7 o'clock Eastern, and we'll do it live on here. We'll go through the photos, and then we will pick the best one. And I'm not entering any of my bikes. This is all customers. Not customers, but viewers. So it's a good way to get some stuff. Yeah, they're hit or miss. Sackham. He asked about the Hot Wheels 110 scale bikes. They're hit or miss. A lot of people use those Maestro Harley Davidsons, and I don't think they scale right. To me, the Marvel Legend bike is the best one, and then the second best would be the Bole. Bole's got I think they're 1/10 or 1/12 scale bike out. I've used them for parts, and the parts work real well. The bike itself works real well, but I like chopping them up.
Is that the one you use for the chopper?
Yeah, the 2 at the front ends. I got one right here. Hold on. So this is the Bole bike. One of them. Knocking all this crap off. And here's the other one. So, I mean, they're a little lower, but the frame's stretched out on this one compared to this one. So that's something I'm trying to figure out, too, is if I can offer a chopper style, but I need to get my feet wet first, one bike, and have it produce and sell before I can do a second one, you know?
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what I would say. You know, do the one that you're already working on and, you know, get your feet wet, let people see what you can do, build some clientele, and then hit them with the chopper style.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man. That was a good time, bro. I enjoyed doing this tonight, man. It's good. Not only are we helping you out with your design and what you want to do, but it's just a good activity and you know, getting the brain going and getting the creative juices going for our own collections too. So
yeah, and thank you everybody that did watch, and whether you're in here for 2 minutes and put input in or the whole time. Replay Squad, same thing. Put your comments underneath what you think I should do, like how you would do it if you got any ideas. I read every comment and I try to respond back to everyone. But I appreciate it because I get stuck on doing shit. I get stuck in a rut and I can't sometimes get out of that rut. And your input is what keeps me going on this sometimes. So King said, "Do you have a 4th grade level contest? I got a bike that I slapped on some paint. Looks like a crayon." Hey, send it, man. You never know. People may like that shit. And that's what I like about the Dreadnoks. They're not clean. They're dirty, nasty, freaking old school bikers.
yeah, look at the Thunder Machine. Look at the Thunder Machine, man.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of my favorite bikes I did. And I just put some fucking grading on it, you know? Like, this is almost some shit you would see coming out of a scrapyard.
Hey, thank you, Hustles.
Appreciate that, Hustle.
Bro.
The guys that have a bike like Hustle, you know, the Florida Grape, that damn thing, in the real world, those guys are riding their bikes once every 2 weeks or, you know, once a week or whatever, and they can get out in good weather. A real biker, their shit's going to be dirty, nasty, filthy. They don't keep that shit clean. You got time to clean it, you got time to ride it. My bike's disgusting right now. It needs to be clean, but it's dirty. So I like that style. That's how we talked about on Night Force. You know, everybody's got their own style. You can tell by looking at someone's photos what they do or who did it. You know, whether it was Roper, the way he takes his photo, or Lonzo, the way he does his figure. You know, my bikes are the same. I kind of go to one style, I guess you could say. I try to make some clean, some nasty. Depends who wants them.
I definitely like the ones that you've been doing that, like the grape and the ones with the bright color. That yellow one that you had. The one
for Ripper?
Spellbound. Yeah, I've really been enjoying those, man.
Yeah,
but I also like the rugged look of the Xandar bike you did for me too. So, you know, it goes both ways.
Just trying to find something different each time. Like this white one I got in front of me. I mean, you've already seen it. It's completely off the wall compared to what I usually do, but it'll be a good fit for the Arctic theme. So we'll see what happens. Still got some more modifications to do. I thought I was done and I wasn't. But anyway, Replay Squad, appreciate it. Those of you in here, I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing everybody on this, what is it, September 6th, 7 o'clock Eastern time. We'll give away that stuff. Yes, Gonzo, you can send trikes in. As long as I think it fits a motorcycle four-wheeler theme, I'll let it roll. But I'm only going to give you the stuff to fit a Marvel Legends bike, so just keep that in mind. But don't forget Savage Night Force, Saturdays, 10 o'clock ish. Because usually we go about 10 o'clock, depends when Savage comes down the stairs.
10.
Appreciate
it, Padre.
Thanks, Padre. Everybody else, it's getting that time of year, so summer's almost done. Bring on the fall. Hopefully y'all stay safe and enjoy. Kids going back to school, parents getting their damn sanity back. I got to bring my ass back to work. So I'll see y'all around. You got anything, CGram?
Nah, man, my son starts back. My youngest, he's 13, and they start back tomorrow morning. So, yeah, I need to get off here and spend a few minutes with him before he goes to bed. But
Yep.
yeah, great show. I enjoyed it, man. Can't wait to see what this turns into. Your Dio, man, it's going to be incredible. And thank you to the chat for participating. You know, that's what really makes this fun doing this show is, you know, the interaction with people in the chats. So,
Yeah,
and
I appreciate it.
you, Duke, having me on as well, man.
Anytime. You know that. All right, y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks if we don't see you sooner.
Thank you for responding to my transmission. It has enabled me to lock firing coordinates on your headquarters